Clint Eastwood, born Clinton Eastwood Jr. on May 31, 1930, in San Francisco, California, is a towering figure in American cinema with a career that spans over 6 decades. Raised during the Great Depression, Eastwood's modest beginnings influenced many of the rugged, self-reliant characters he portrayed. His early life was marked by a variety of odd jobs, including working as a lifeguard, a forest firefighter, and a steel worker. Eastwood's military service during the Korean War led him to reconsider his future, and he eventually turned to acting. His breakthrough came in the 1950s with his role as Rowdy Yates in the television western Rawhide, which ran for 8 seasons. But it was his collaboration with Italian director Sergio Leone in the mid-1960s that turned Eastwood into a global star, cementing his place in film history with his portrayal of the man with no name in the iconic spaghetti western trilogy. The transformation into a Hollywood legend, Eastwood's fame skyrocketed in the 1960s with his roles in A Fistful of Dollars, 1964, For a Few Dollars More, 1965, and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, 1966. These films, which defined the spaghetti western genre, showcased Eastwood's minimalist acting style, which became his trademark. His steely gaze and sparse dialogue added to his tough guy image, turning him into a major star worldwide. As Eastwood's fame grew, so did his versatility. He shifted seamlessly between various roles in both westerns and thrillers, marking himself as a multifaceted performer capable of portraying both gritty anti-heroes and complex characters. His subsequent involvement in directing and producing showed that Eastwood was not only a box office star, but also a gifted filmmaker who would go on to redefine genres and storytelling. Becoming a master filmmaker. Clint Eastwood didn't just stop at acting. He expanded into directing, where he quickly gained acclaim for his sharp, understated storytelling. His directorial debut, Play Misty for Me, 1971, was a psychological thriller that showcased his ability to blend suspense with deep emotional tension. Over the following decades, Eastwood continued to demonstrate his directorial prowess with films like The Outlaw Josie Wales, 1976, Pale Rider, 1985, and Bird, 1988. These films revealed Eastwood's interest in exploring themes of redemption, justice, and personal sacrifice. In 1992, his film Unforgiven won 4 Academy Awards, including Best Picture and Best Director, marking a major milestone in his career. The film's revisionist approach to the Western genre deconstructed long-held myths about justice and morality, solidifying Eastwood's legacy as one of the finest filmmakers of his generation. Eastwood's continued success in the 21st century. In the 21st century, Clint Eastwood continued to push boundaries both in front of and behind the camera. Films like Mystic River, 2003, and $1 Million Baby, 2004, earned him critical acclaim and multiple Academy Award nominations. $1 Million Baby won Best Picture, and Eastwood received his second Oscar for Best Director. These films, marked by their emotional depth and poignant character studies, demonstrated Eastwood's maturity as both a filmmaker and a storyteller. His ability to tackle complex human issues such as grief, personal redemption, and the fragility of life struck a chord with audiences and critics alike. Further works like Gran Torino, 2008, American Sniper, 2014, and Richard Jewell, 2019, underscored Eastwood's ability to craft narratives rooted in contemporary issues while staying true to his gritty, unflinching directorial style. Clint Eastwood's personal life, a complex narrative beyond his cinematic accomplishments, Clint Eastwood's personal life has often garnered as much attention as his film career. Known for his rugged masculinity and intense screen presence, Eastwood's romantic history is equally notable. He has been romantically involved with numerous women, each relationship marking a different chapter in his life. These relationships, often subject to public scrutiny, range from brief affairs to long-term partnerships. Eastwood's first major marriage was to Maggie Johnson in 1953, which lasted over 3 decades, despite various challenges, including Eastwood's rising fame in extramarital affairs. Together they had 2 children, Kyle and Allison, but ultimately separated in 1984. Despite their divorce, Johnson remained an important figure in Eastwood's life. Their enduring connection speaks to the complexity of Eastwood's personal narrative, one filled with relationships and family dynamics that mirrored the often tumultuous roles he played on screen. Frances Fisher and a new chapter in Eastwood's life. Following his split from Sandra Locke, Clint Eastwood entered into a relationship with actress Frances Fisher, with whom he had a daughter, Francesca, born in 1993. Although their relationship did not culminate in marriage, the bond between Eastwood and Fisher was significant, reflecting his ongoing personal connections within the entertainment industry. Fisher, a respected actress in her own right, and Eastwood's shared involvement in film production, made their relationship another chapter in the intertwined worlds of his personal and professional life. Their time together may have been brief, but it further exemplified the complex and sometimes unpredictable nature of Eastwood's romantic and family life. Marriage to Dana Ruiz, a stabilizing influence. In 1996, Clint Eastwood married television news anchor Dina Ruiz. Their marriage marked a new phase in Eastwood's life, offering him a sense of stability and a connection to a more grounded lifestyle. The couple had a daughter, Morgan, born the same year, and their relationship was initially seen as a stabilizing influence on Eastwood. However, despite their efforts to maintain a strong partnership, the relationship began to show signs of strain in the years that followed. By 2013, it was revealed that the couple was living separately, and their divorce was finalized in 2014. Despite the end of their marriage, Eastwood and Ruiz maintained a civil relationship for the sake of their daughter, with Eastwood's commitment to his family remaining central to his personal life. The full scope of Eastwood's family and relationships. Throughout his life, Clint Eastwood fathered 8 children with 6 different women, a fact that adds complexity to his personal narrative. Despite the intense public scrutiny, Eastwood has been notably private about his family life, choosing not to confirm the number of his children or the specifics of his relationships. His preference for discretion has allowed him to maintain a level of mystery about his personal life, even as his on-screen roles have revealed a great deal about his character. What remains clear, however, is that Eastwood's romantic and familial history mirrors the intensity of his on-screen roles, filled with both loyalty and contradictions, marking him as a man capable of great affection, but also prone to complicated, sometimes turbulent relationships. Clint Eastwood's candid view of old Hollywood. Clint Eastwood, known for his no-nonsense persona, has often been candid about his views on Hollywood's golden age. In particular, he has voiced his thoughts on several iconic figures from that era, referring to them as creeps due to their troubling behavior. These men, Walter Brennan, Kirk Douglas, Clark Gable, Richard Burton, and John Ford, are remembered for their immense contributions to film. But Eastwood's observations reveal a different side to their personalities. While these men were known for their exceptional talent and fame, Eastwood suggests that their off-screen behavior often overshadowed their professional achievements. His blunt assessments, particularly regarding their behavior towards others, highlight a darker side to Hollywood that is often overlooked in the public eye. Clint Eastwood's critique of Hollywood icons. Among the Hollywood legends Eastwood criticized was Walter Brennan, who was known for his charming on-screen persona, but reportedly had a difficult temperament behind the scenes. Eastwood claimed that Brennan's behavior towards younger actors could be unsettling, a reflection of old Hollywood's rigid hierarchies. Similarly, Kirk Douglas, though renowned for his intense performances, had a reputation for his domineering attitude and controlling behavior, which Eastwood found off-putting. Clark Gable, often seen as the epitome of Hollywood charm, was also criticized by Eastwood for his off-screen behavior, which he deemed inconsistent with his public image. Richard Burton, famous for his passionate relationships and volatile temper, also made Eastwood's list, with the actor's excesses and manipulative tendencies not sitting well with him. Lastly, John Ford, despite his monumental influence on the Western genre, was described by Eastwood as a tyrannical figure on set, with behavior that was often harsh and demeaning. Hollywood's darker realities exposed by Eastwood. By naming these figures as his biggest creeps, Clint Eastwood provides a candid and often uncomfortable look into the darker side of old Hollywood. While these men undoubtedly made significant contributions to the industry, Eastwood's reflections shed light on the toxic masculinity, power dynamics, and abusive behavior that were often tolerated or even overlooked in that era. His blunt critique serves as both a commentary on Hollywood's past and a reminder of how far the industry has come in recognizing and addressing these issues. Eastwood's honesty offers a rare glimpse into the complexities of working with such icons, reminding us that even legends have their flaws,